Let's do Watch This Bitches. Has anybody watched Westworld yet? I'm trying to even get my dad to watch it. That's how much I like it.
It's not that I don't want to. I just haven't.
You're no fun.
I know. I'm too busy watching bad movies like X-Men Apocalypse.
I haven't watched that one.
That's
I heard
the most
it sucks.
recent. It's not very good. And I like...
Didn't look very good.
I like garbage. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of garbage most of the time, especially when it has superheroes in it. Like even parts of, was it X-Men Origins Wolverine, the first Wolverine movie? Like there are parts of that I could stomach. But
there's enough good superhero movies now, though, that you don't need to watch these bad
Well, that's
ones.
what I mean. You get spoiled from the good that's out there. And X-Men Apocalypse it does have some good concepts in it, but overall it straddles
X-Men Apocalypse.
It straddles.
That's all I got.
Yeah, it straddles the line between predictable and can just not in bad choices.
Oh,
yeah, and nonsense. And characters that just haven't aged in 20 years, according to the movie's timeline. You know, the guy who plays Havoc looks about 4 years, he looks the same age as he did in 1965 as he does in 1983. And it doesn't quite make sense.
They're mutants.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you don't age.
Sometimes it does.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence can get away with it because she plays a character.
Sometimes there's warm-blooded dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, dinosaurs might have been warm-blooded. Jury's still out on that.
You didn't buy this movie, did you?
I sort of did.
Why?
I'll watch it again. I'll give it another
Shipwreck.
Why? Why are you going to watch this again? You just said you hated it.
I didn't hate. Well, yeah, it's pretty awful, but I don't know.
We need to do an experiment where any purchase like this that Wombat makes has to go through Shipwreck first. And he thumbs up, or maybe me and Shipwreck.
I mean, it wasn't expensive.
It's not. I understand, but I think Shipwreck and I would both have given you the thumbs way down on that before you bought it.
I wanted to see it. I got it for about the same price as it would have cost for me to rent it. So it seemed like
Shipwreck
a wash.
does not approve. That's all I know.
Well,
Zelda approves, though.
Yeah, you could hear her in the background. Poor dog. She's getting blinder by the day.
Oh,
I know. But what can you do?
She didn't have to see that movie.
No.
right.
It's like when the movie starts and they go to this. I don't want to spoil
We're
it.
going to talk about this more, huh?
I don't know. We don't have much else to talk about. What else do we have to talk about?
No.
We played games.
Yeah, video games.
Okay, we'll go right on to new releases. I'll talk about this movie another time.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Get it out of the way now then.
No,
It just looks so bad. Everything about it looks uninteresting.
The Magneto plot is so predictable and easy. Like it was like
we need some metal.
No, it's the movie starts and he's trying to reform his life, and they gave him a wife and a daughter, and he's trying to live a quiet life where no one knows who he is. Guess what happens?
He moves the refrigerator with his mind, and his neighbor sees.
But what happens?
He lives happily ever after.
Yeah, his daughter and his wife, they probably were fine.
They were robots, maybe. They returned to their home planet. That's it.
Yes, it's quite predictable.
I get it. I think
it's
I know
really,
happened.
This is just dumb.
All right. Well, you own it now. Congratulations.
Yep, I do.
It's taking up space now in your house.
I know.
It's not only worth your money, but it's worth that little space that you've carved out for it in your home.
The problem also is
you bought this physically?
No.
You have a physical?
No, it's not physical. It's not physical.
Oh, okay, good. Thank God.
Nothing physical. And it's the last 30 seconds is the best part of the movie, and you want that to be like what should have been the middle of the movie.
So you wanted it to end in the middle.
Exactly. It ends in the middle. It's like, oh, really? And it's 2.5 hours long. It's a 2.5 hour movie that ends in the middle.
No.
It's one of those.
I'm never watching this movie.
The last two were really
Anything
good.
that looks like I will watch that on a plane. Like,
you
that's
will,
the
yeah.
only-
It's a
that's the
very
only-
good plane movie. You would enjoy that on an airplane. And Chibi would cry if you watched it on an airplane, but only on an
Would
airplane. Only on an airplane.
A nice long superhero movie is good
Yeah.
for an airplane.
It's funny because we watched. Sabrina had not seen Civil War yet, so we watched part of that after the museum.
It's pretty intense. She wasn't shocked by that?
We only watched it in parts. She watched the Tony Stark's Peter Parker scene
I see.
in his
You
apartment.
selected select scenes. For
Yeah, select scenes of the movie that I know she would like, and then we watched the airport scene.
I took Ty to the movie theater to see that. It gave him nightmares.
Yeah, see, I didn't do that. We watched select scenes.
You know what we've been watching?
Owning it. What?
What's that?
Is Super Friends.
I love that show.
My daughter is really big into Super Friends right now.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
No, that's
That
Justice
was like
League.
Kermit doing it.
No, that's
Right.
that's
No,
that's
they don't.
Super Friends.
They don't have the Hall of
Hall.
Justice too much in Super Friends.
Is that
They're just kinda
now? Are
hanging
you
around.
watching Super Friends Marvin and Wendy or Super Friends Jan and Zaina?
Jan and Zaina.
Okay, so it's that
Oh.
challenge of the Super Friends.
It's just Super Friends is what it's called on Apple TV. It's $5 a season.
Okay, is that the one with the Legion of Doom?
No,
Okay, so it's pre-challenge
it's the
of the
one-
Super Friends, but post original Super Friends.
it's the
Got
one
it.
that has dinosaurs and robots,
Mhm.
and it's just completely off the wall. And it makes me upset that this DC is pretty good. It has like redeeming qualities.
It's not gonna be, I don't think you can make a movie out of it though.
No, but you don't need to. Like if they just kept making these, because it's a Hanna-Barbera cartoon is why it's good. Like it's all the familiar voices, it's all the familiar animations. They didn't have like a rule book or anything, so like every half-hour episode has 10-minute sections, and it seems like they just made it up as they went along. Like
Now, is
their
this-
powers
is this
change. Like
I'll say this is the team. Is it just Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Robin, and Aquaman, or is this the one with Green Lantern and?
no
Sometimes-
Green Lantern. He's not
Okay.
Apache Chief. You
Oh,
forgot
okay,
about?
this is Apache Chief,
Oh, yeah.
Samurai,
This is Apache Chief and Black Falcon.
Black
and
Vulcan.
Whatever his name is. I can't understand what they're saying.
Black Vulcan. His power is lightning.
Wait, why can't you understand what they're saying?
Because it doesn't make sense to me what he is.
Because they don't have Cincinnati accents.
Right. Right. It sounded like they were saying Falcon.
What's a jaguar? What's a jaguar? What?
Vulcan. Black Vulcan. Like Spock.
Why would it be that?
Because he uses lightning.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's some mythology thing.
Yes.
Vulcan,
Vulcan.
but it's Vulcan god, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
god
he's
of
the,
fire. It's the god of fire and volcanoes and
But not
metalworking.
lightning. So maybe there's
What
sparks.
does that have to
when
do with
there's
lightning?
There's sparks when they're making
It's
the
it's
swords.
like a Greek mythology. Everyone used lightning.
Wait,
Is El Dorado, is he a real DC character?
No.
He was a hero in one episode today.
I know who he is in the comic book, but no. And the cartoon, I mean. El Dorado. He has that cool cape, though. He has a cool costume in general with the green pants.
I'm on Black Vulcan's Wikipedia page. He was made just for this show,
Yeah, so is
Obviously.
Apache Chief and El Dorado.
but he is a black guy, so that's pretty notable.
Yeah.
He was able to travel back in time, which is good.
He really only shows up when there's like a specific need for him in this show.
Like the power goes out and they need someone to shoot lightning into the fuse box.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
It's
he was
basically
on
the Wonder Twins solving everything.
Form of a bucket of water. That always comes in handy.
He was on Harvey Birdman. Black
yes,
Vulcan.
he was.
Yeah.
That was a good show, Harvey Birdman.
Oh, he's got a good Wikipedia page. Go Black Vulcan. Live long and prosper. My brother.